In fact, I'm trying to do something different, and I read on your profile that you love to read. So
Yes.
I'm trying to start to read. So I'd like to ask you, how can someone read in English? How can they learn how to read in English?
Hmm. Interesting you asked. My last class, he asked me the same thing. So how we're doing it is I am reading. So I send him an article and he brings it up and it's in Japanese because he's from Japan.
I see.
And I read the article in English, right? But he sees what he understands in Japanese. And then he asks me questions of words he doesn't understand. And through that, he can now relate the word, right? And then he can translate because when I send him an article that is in English for me, Japanese for him, he can switch it and have it translated to English. And he can practice reading that article
I see. I see.
in English. There's, I mean, his level is a little bit higher. Have you never read English at all?
So bits and pieces. I want
Mhm.
to start to read book,
Mm,
So I think I'm pretty sure I'm able to do that. I'm capable of, and
mhm.
I have a good vocabulary.
Yes.
I would like to know, for example, how to do it by yourself. You just pick up any book, or
Start at a level like, I would look I if I was you, I would look online. Start at a level. You could split screen your computer if you're on your computer, have it in Portuguese and have it in English. Read through the English language. Start at a lower level that you are right now, and then go and read it in Portuguese and see if you understood what you read in English as you do in Portuguese and progress that way, right? You're reading it twice. Yes, it might be time consuming, but you read it in English first. I would say read it in English first and then go to Portuguese and start online. You can find I'm going to send you a link, many articles and things that can be translated.
I see. I would even say that's a great way to build up good vocabulary, isn't it? Because you're gonna pick up a text today, so you're gonna read it and you're gonna learn most of the words, and the words that you
Mhm.
don't know, you're gonna save them. So I think in the next one, maybe you're gonna see the words that you've read in the last one. I think it kind of adds up.
Yeah, because you're learning those words with people and you need to understand that this word means this word. So that would be what I suggest. I know we're only got a few minutes left, but read it in English first. Try and think of what you've read. Say, okay, this is what I think I understood it to be. Read it in Portuguese, maybe make notes on the computer, in a notebook, depends on how what you like to do, and then go back and read it in English and say, "Oh, okay, these are the words I missed." And then eventually you're going to build that vocabulary, those words that you don't know. And how exciting would that be?
I see. I can tell because I'm gonna see over the words over and over again, so it kind of
Yeah.
sticks in your head,
Mhm.
and it'll be easier in the future to use them.
Yes, you're training your brain to use those words, right? I in my classes, Mary, I forget. I know the word, I forget. We're training our brain. We're training our brain to remember.
It happens to me all the time because I've learned a lot of words that I never really used. And so when I'm talking to someone and they say to me, so if I wanted to say those words, I wouldn't be able to say because I can get like them right away. But if I
Mhm.
hear them, I totally understand, It
Yes.
kind of it slaps. It slap.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes,
it
yes,
left something in my
yes.
mind. It left something in my mind, and I kind of, oh, I know this word. I know, I just didn't remember it.
Yes, yes. I mean, it's fascinating because it is exactly that. I know the word, I just don't remember what it is. Or you hear it and you're going, that's the word. I need it. Oh, and I will say to you that your English actually is really good. You should
Oh,
be very
really?
proud. Yes, yes. I've had no issues. Your pronunciation is nice. Your intonation is good. I mean, very good.
Oh
So
my
excited for your reading journey. I'm excited
gosh.
for you.
Oh, thanks. First of all, I'm pretty pleased. That's something that I'm really working on, and
Mhm,
as I told you, I want to achieve a high level of English.
mhm,
And about reading, I don't think that's gonna be something difficult to me, but it's something that I never did. So
mhm.
even though I speak English, I'm able to understand. My listening is kinda it's in a high level. I never
Mhm.
really read anything, so yeah, it's great. It's good to start from the beginning.
Yes, yes. I mean, I think that I sent you a link. You
Yeah,
can
it
look at
is.
articles and you can start at beginner level and they have different levels like beginner 1, beginner 2, and you can work up and it talks about vocabulary and meanings of words. So it's super helpful. And then discussion questions, things that you can think about to make sure that you understand what you read. So it's
I'm gonna
very
do it.
helpful.
I'm gonna do it, and in the next lesson, maybe we can do like something like you do with your other students. And
Yeah.
it was nice to meet you.
It was great meeting